welcome back to The Breakfast Show. Now, yes, in a few days, we'll usher in a new lunar year, the year of the water dragon.
Now, the dragon is the mightiest of the signs. They symbolize such character traits as dominance and ambition. They prefer to lead rather than to be led, and they are also willing to take risks.
Yes, but the water element calms the dragon's fire, and water dragons are able to see things from another point of view, and they don't have the need to always be right. Thus, their decisions, if well researched, are usually better since they allow others to become involved.
Those traits can be applied to any aspects of life, business, relationship, health, fortune. But with all that talk of 2012 being the year of a bad recession and everything's going to be pretty gloomy throughout the year, we turn our attention to your career and employment opportunities.
Yes, and to help us decipher just that, what the water dragon holds for us when it comes to our jobs is the Managing Director of Kelly Services, Melissa Norman, and Geomancer and Feng Shui Expert Master Stanley Tam. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
It's
good to be here.
Okay, Year of the Dragon, I guess, everyone is thinking, oh, it's going to be a bad year, or at least that's what the sentiments are being presented to us. So, what do you think, Master Sammy, in the year of 2012, the Year of the Dragon, from a human capital point of view, is it a good time to switch jobs? Or
what does the dragon tell us?
Yes. A lot of people, he mentioned that because of this year, the 8 pillars, they mentioned that because of there is no fire. So when the not complete of the cycle of 5 elements, Chinese will consider that this is not a good year.
Right.
But it is really based on Chinese astrology and Feng Shui. Because according to the Chinese Feng Shui, there are a lot of good sectors. If we make use of these good sectors, which have a very powerful positive energy that enhance an individual personal life. So, make use of these sectors. For example, if we make use of this, the website for this is very powerful sectors. We avoid all the bad sector. Only use to utilize the good sector. Website is can be aimed for wealth, prosperity, power, and achievement. Okay, look for the good sector or its directions. And the other good direction is the east sector. East sector is good for the development of scholarly education for our children, as well as good for journalists, and also good for looking for managers. Then the other good sectors we consider is the south. The south is also good for our development, recognition, and reputation. And then another one is in the northeast for planning, development. These are the good sectors. So if we aim for the good directions, locations, and sectors, so we have much of the good store, positive energy are with us. But avoid all those negative sectors. Let's say in the north, northwest, southwest, as well as southeast. These are all bad directors, which I've written in my books.
Right. Now, when you say the sectors, it's usually at a given space, right? A given space. So it could be home, it could be office. But where else would it be very important?
So normally, look for my books, all the square, right, 9 square, triangle square. Place this triangle square in the building, facing the door, with that according to the directions. So if this direction or sectors or locations are positive energy, utilize that sector. For the office, the sleeping room, or your cashier room, okay? And if those locations are very bad, you try to avoid it.
Because with Feng Shui, the main belief is that you have to harness what we call the qi, the energy.
Yes. Because of this yearly, the 9 sectors are different. The qi are different. So therefore, if we follow yearly the qi, mix of the qi are from the direction yearly coming down. They pass to all those mountains, sea, river, high buildings. Then when they finally settle in a building, it depends this type of what qi. It's a negative qi, it gives failure, mishap, and disappointment. But the qi settled down at that moment, it's a positive good energy. It gives us prosperous, fame, power, enjoy good life, and happiness.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Melissa. From the analytical point of view,
are you taking down notes actually for your office?
Are you catching up with Master?
I just buy his book. Everything's in there, right?
So what can we expect from the Year of the Dragon from a human capital point of view?
Well, I think the sentiment's quite clear. People are a little bit concerned, more concerned than usual, particularly because of the Eurozone issues and the economies in the Western area. But job opportunities have picked up in the United States, which is a great sign. Europe, well, still a bit of a struggle, but Malaysia is fairly unique. Usually in the first quarter, we always see a slow trend, but generally, Kelly working with customers, we've not seen much difference from quarter to quarter from the previous year.
Right.
Yeah, the jobs are still there. However, there's definitely a push and need for skilled workforce.
Okay.
And I think it's towards us driving to a high income economy.
Yeah,
so there are a lot of
economy.
exactly. So it's a lot of skilled positions. So literally in the ICT space, in the engineering, and more of the skilled workforce space, the talents are still required tremendously.
Okay. And where are you sourcing most of your talents these days? Locally, or are you dragging more foreign talent into Malaysia? What's
Malaysian,
the
proud
trend?
to be a Malaysian. I'm all local, so
Right.
we prefer going to the local market first.
Okay.
Unless the skill is really niche and we are not able to find them here, then
Then
by
you
no
go
choice
out.
we go up. But the great thing is the talent corp is also going out and trying to bring back foreign
That's right.
talent. So
That's
that's
right.
happening. I mean, local talent back, right? From foreign land. So that's really working well. We've seen people come back. So that's a good push forward, and I think this year we'll see more of that happening.
Okay. What about for people who are looking, okay, I want to jump ship, I want to switch companies, I want to get that promotion. Is this a good year, you think, to do that?
I think any year would be a good year, particularly the Dragon Year Master will have to advise me on that. But
Okay.
generally, it's a good year to move if you are talented and skilled. It is a good year.
Right.
Yeah. So I think when we look at year on year, we see that job movements are really, really active, and particularly because the government is also investing a lot in their economic transformation programs for
Right.
lands, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of investment. So jobs are naturally created. So definitely, I'd say consider moving. However, be mindful and cautious with the move.
Right. Okay. And what about and with a move, people are going to expect a high salary, bonuses, yada yada yada. But for somebody in their current jobs who are looking to climb the ladder, what are our prospects for this year? Can we see higher salaries? Can we see decent bonuses?
Well, when we did our salary guide last year, one of the things we noted was the fact that there would be increments across board. Some sectors more than others. It can range as bad as 5. It can go up to 15, 20, depending on the talent in itself. People can expect that when they move.
Yeah.
Literally, when you move, there's a general practice that you would get an increment.
Yeah.
However, and this has happened in recent years where it's purely based on performance. So today, the conversations that employers are having with their future employees is achievements, and exactly demonstrating the fact that they've performed. So it's very KPI, it's very performance driven. So if people can show evidence that they've done that and they've proven the fact that they can do work well and demonstrate that, increments shouldn't be an issue.
Right. But Master, so what do the stars tell us?
Yes, as Gary mentioned, the influx of people movement, I believe, is very great. Because of the word star, as I'm an expert not only in Feng Shui but also in astrology. Because the star, the second, the powerful star, will influence the human life and their movement. So this sudden, last year, since September, 2009, November, until December of this year, have moved to the 6th house from the 5th house. So when this sudden move, it will encourage a lot of movement for human nature, like changing of new houses, new environment, new jobs, even some affect their life, So when this move, people will start to move. They start to think, whether I have to move, is there a right time or right place? But according to the individual of each person's star, sometimes you have to move. But at the same time, astrology, with this certain case into their life chart, will let them know you have to make a good decision, whether good or bad. So from the start, it says that in fact people is moving very fast. They have to move. So for those employers, regarding to the neighbor, the manpower, means the employee this year must be careful. They must take good care of the staff. Otherwise, the staff will simply leave for good partial on the other side. And for those unlucky one, we're on the wrong side, then the wrong staff. So normally, a lot of people consult me, Master Tam, shall I move? So this is a good decision when I have studied their personal date of birth, very important. Just look for the animal sign. You must look carefully the time of their birth, the date, the month, and the year. Carefully before I give them a final decision.
Okay.
Of course, once they move,
let's talk about worst case scenario. If we do go into recession, worldwide, hopefully not touch wood. Will employers look towards retrenchment? downsizing, are those things that haunted us in 2007, 2008 going to be coming back?
If we look at the fact that recession does happen, I think right sizing will happen. However,
Right sizing, I never use that term.
it's more optimistic. Right sizing will happen, but because we've been through a couple of recessions, organizations are more cautious when they bring people in. So you don't see exodus of hiring. People hire just the right people to fit into the right spots.
Okay.
So I think over the years, and organizations have learned, we may see them right size, but it won't be those massive layoffs that we're talking about in retrenchment. We don't expect that.
Okay.
Master Tom?
I don't see there's much retention.
Yeah.
So I feel that the economy will be on the rise, especially when the study of these 8 pillars, more wood than fire. But according to the Chinese, wood will produce fire. So that means that the long run, at the middle of the year, the economy will better.
Okay.
I don't think
there are
there's
sentiments about mid-year. That's when it will pick up. The first 2 quarters will reflect what has happened towards the end of last year.
But it's a slowdown usually when it comes to hiring. Because of the Chinese New Year. I mean, people kicked off. We just came after Christmas, big time holidays. Chinese New Year, big time holidays. So the first quarter is usually a slow pickup. It will pick up then.
So general sentiments is that it will be a good year. And anyone who wants to move or jump ship or get that promotion and get that new job might have to be very cautious.
Yes, and do it only if you're a worker with skills.
And there's one more stuff coming because Rahu, end of the year, coming back to join settle with their friends.
Okay.
So when they join together, that means that there's more union, more unity.
Oh, that's good
So
news.
we're going to have a good end of the year.
Yeah, so let's brace ourselves, just wither through until mid-year, and then we can start, experiencing good vibes all the way.
Good fortune. Thank you so much for your time, and Master Tam Kong Alright, we need to call another time out, but still ahead, Fly FM makes a few wishes come true, and they did it with just one click.
Your home with a special series by Yumi Dongfang.
Then and more right after these messages.
To an island located